Always. And joining us now is Joel Rubin, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of the State under the Obama administration. Joel, always great to see you. Thank you for being here. So the U.S. had to unfreeze, as Kelly outlined, $6 billion in Iranian finances to get these 5 Americans freed. The criticism from some is that the administration is helping to boost their economy at a time when Iran poses a growing threat to American troops and Middle East allies. There are also concerns about Iran's highly enriching uranium, and we've seen their actions on behalf of Russia. So what do you make of those concerns, Joel?
Well, Kelly, it's great to be with you. I'm very happy that you're covering this. Of course, all of those are legitimate concerns. Iran's behavior in the region, its nuclear program, its support for Russia, without a doubt. But this is separate from that. And what this deal is about bringing unjustly detained Americans home, and doing so in a very controlled manner that benefits the Iranian people, that does not provide any cash, any money to the Iranian regime, and that in some takes care of our people in harm's way. And so that's a strong positive outcome. And we'll see where this takes us as well. It's important to note that we have many partners in this arrangement, from Qatar to Oman to Switzerland to South Korea, all trying to find constructive ways to deal with Iran. This regime is very difficult and very dangerous, and that's why this is a good deal nonetheless.
So to close the loop on some of those concerns, as you know, Joel, under negotiations, those funds can only be used for humanitarian efforts. But how can the U.S. track that these funds aren't being abused? So reportedly, Iran's president has even said that this money was unjustly frozen, and Iran will now decide how the money is spent.
Well, those are hollow words that he's using. There's a very clear channel and written agreements. The funds have been released from South Korea to Qatar, an American ally. Qatar is now in control of this channel, and this is a humanitarian channel that Qatar will receive requests for disbursement of funds to then purchase humanitarian goods and medical supplies and such to provide to the Iranian people. And the United States, through our Office of Foreign Assets Control and Treasury, this is the one that conducts it, that executes sanctions. They are going to be watching this as well and ensuring that the channel is being observed properly. So there are a lot of controls. We have a very strong sanctions regime in this country, and there's going to be great care taken to make sure the funds go to exactly what the purpose is.
And some have said if you hand over prisoners, you simply encourage basically more of this type of behavior. Would you agree? How is this different?
Yeah, look, it's a diabolical move to take innocent civilians hostage as prisoners. And we have Americans detained in multiple countries around the world. But tell that to the families right now of these 5 who are released. Tell them that they need to stay in Iran when there's a deal to get them out, that they should just stay indefinitely. That's unconscionable. And so that's not a solution. So getting these 5 out, this matters. Detentions were happening many years ago. They were happening during the Trump administration. This is a global problem that needs to be addressed. But that doesn't mean that getting these 5 out should not happen. But we certainly have to continue to fight and address this. And this will require many countries being involved in the effort as well.
All right, Joel Rubin, we always appreciate your perspective and your time. Thank you.
Thanks, Kelly.